As we head into fall, the weather is going to get a lot cooler and mice are going to find a way into your home. They are sneaky little creatures and your home might not be as airtight as you might think. In this video, we're going to discuss 6 ways that mice can get into your home. Everybody loves vinyl. It's affordable and it looks really clean and really sleek and nice. However, the corner pieces on the vinyl siding have enough space for a mouse to get right up in there, and guess what? These little mice are so determined, they're willing to scale a wall to find an entry point. This is called a rat or mouse glue board. We're going to place these down in areas where your pets and children cannot get into them. This glue does not allow a mouse to get off of it, see? Cracks in your foundation are very common, especially if you have a stone foundation or a rubble type foundation. And a mouse, if it can get its little head through a hole, it can get the rest of its body through the hole as well. Mice, they don't have collarbones, and so they can squeeze their little head and they can squeeze and fit their body through a lot of different areas. Imagine where we could fit if we didn't have collarbones. This place pack is what we place in specific areas so that mice in attics and crawl spaces especially, they're going to feed on this and they're going to go away and not live any longer. We all love the convenience of having an attached garage. However, they provide mice with yet another way to get into your home. Your garage door, if it just doesn't close all the way, if there's just a little bit of space in there, remember, that mouse just has to get its head through and the rest of its body will come with it. Another issue in the garage is that, hey, you got a lot of clutter in there. You have a lot of junk typically in there. And mice, they love that stuff. They're gonna live in all that clutter in your garage after they get through that little hole that's in your garage door. This provides plenty of coverage for mice to hide and plot their next move. An oldie but goodie here is we have what's called the snap trap. This little guy looks like a paper clip, right? Or something that us girls would put in our hair. Watch this. That's the modern day snap trap. Mice can easily climb up your downspouts and all of your gutters. So remember, these mice, they like to climb walls, right? And scale walls. So they're going to scale those gutters and downspouts, giving them access to the 2nd level or 3rd level of your home. So for me to show you this next one, this is a soft bait. It kind of looks like Laffy Taffy or something, so we want to keep this away from kids and dogs and pets of any sort. So what we do is we put them in these nice little boxes that you have to have a special key to open, and it's been tested by our manufacturer. So this bait that attracts mice and kills them, no kids or pets are going to have access to it. The mouse is going to crawl through here, it's going to eat the bait, and then it's going to crawl out and it's going to go and die. Chimneys are great for lighting a fire and for getting cozy on the couch on a cool fall night, or for welcoming a chubby man in red into your living room. But yet this is another way that mice can gain access into your home is through the chimney. Not exactly the guest you were expecting on Christmas Eve, huh? We have our industrial bait system, and this simply, you open it up, we put the bait in like that, which I'm going to talk to you in just a second about that bait. You're going to lock it down, and this is actually really heavy. Oh! So it's not going anywhere. right? Dogs aren't going to be able to carry it away. The wind's not going to carry it away. This is going to be for outdoor activity. We're going to keep the mice outside so they don't come inside. Here's their little door right here. They go up the little stairs, see that? It's like the Golden Corral for mice up in here. In 1948, a product called warfarin came onto the market, and warfarin was a rat bait. And it still is a rat bait. It's in a lot of our rat and mouse baits. In the 50s, warfarin was approved for medical use, and it's still being used today. They use it today, you might know it as Coumadin, which is used in people that have heart issues where the blood needs to thin, because what warfarin does, it's an anticoagulant. So it thins the blood. And what it does to mice is it thins the blood so much that they basically bleed out and they can't get enough water and they die from dehydration, and their blood is so thin that they just can't survive anymore. Are you excited about your cable package you just received for this Sunday's game? Well, guess what? So are the mice. They've already RSVP'd. Because let me tell you something, our utility companies all across the board, when they're first installing your new products and services, they drill the holes for your service lines to run into your home, and they drill them usually a little bit too big because they don't want to have to come back out and re-drill the hole in order for your lines to fit through. So these holes that are left there, just big enough for a mouse to get through, and they run right up the line and get into your house. Interesting story here. I have personal experience with this. I am standing in my living room and I see a mouse, and I open up my closet. Let me go back to the beginning. At my house, I open up my closet downstairs, and it's a coat closet, and it's getting fall, and I go in to get my coats out of this closet, and I pull something out of the closet, and boom, out drops something in front of me, and it hits the floor. And I look down, and I've got like a 2-year-old at the time. I look down, and then that little thing that drops looks down, I look up, and it just shoots off, and I watch it go, and then I look in the kitchen, and it goes under my stove. And I was like, that was a mouse. But to me, it was like a huge mouse. I mean, I'd just seen like the most gigantic rat that had ever like stepped foot in Tennessee, because it was in my house. It was a big deal. So what US Pest did for me is they immediately came over, of course, because I got a little bit of pull here. And they pulled out my stove, which I didn't even know you could do. But they pulled out my stove. Lo and behold, there is a line going from my stove down to the crawl space. And there's a hole in my floor, and I can see the crawl space. That's where that little mouse went. Guess what? We patched the hole with some wire mesh. They had it on their truck. We do that. That little mouse can't get through that hole anymore. I haven't seen a mouse since. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've learned a little something, and I hope that you're going to stay with us by subscribing to our channel and like us and share us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. Just share us and like us and hang around for a while. If you're a homeowner or business owner here in Middle Tennessee and you have some unwanted furry pests, then please give us a call and we'll come out at no charge to do an inspection and take care of you. At US Pest Protection, we have industrial strength mouse traps along with many other methods to protect your home. We have the equipment and the skills to keep the rodents out. We've been talking a lot about mice, and mice are definitely a nuisance pest. However, in our culture, we have somehow made mice one of the most popular characters of all time. I mean, think about it. You got Mickey Mouse, you have Minnie Mouse, we have Stuart Little. So let me know in the comments below who your favorite celebrity mouse is. Mine, I'd have to say, is Dumbo's mouse, the Timothy Q mouse. Oh my gosh, the most encouraging. Like, I need that mouse around me. He's saying, you can do it, Dumbo. You've got this. You are awesome. I love that mouse.